There is a major effort underway in the Bay Area this month to screen people for hepatitis B. It's aimed largely at Asians and Pacific Islanders who are disproportionately affected by this potentially deadly disease. Tonight, ABC7's Wong breaks the silence on an epidemic many Asians are reluctant to talk about.
Assemblywoman and Majority Whip Fiona Ma is not afraid to let everyone in the halls of the state capitol know that she has hepatitis B. Her mother was a carrier who passed the potentially fatal disease to Ma and her brother through pregnancy.
And so I think it is important that I do talk about it and become the poster child for this disease.
But Ma is one of the few influential Asians who speak openly about her hepatitis B infection.
The Asian culture is very guarded.
Doctors say cultural barriers are aiding the spread of this silent epidemic. The Asian Liver Center at Stanford University estimates that 1 in 10 Asian Americans is chronically infected with hepatitis B.
My cousin, who is from China, was very upset at me, saying, please, don't tell people that you have hepatitis B because they're going to think that you're sick, they're not going to vote for you.
Of those chronically infected, meaning the virus is actively attacking the liver, Stanford University estimates that 1/3 will develop liver cancer or cirrhosis. That's because they usually have no symptoms until it's too late.
Yeah, I've had one family member that's had liver problems and, yeah, passed away from that.
So I think the whole attitude, is something we need to change.
Dr. Eddie Chung is a clinical professor of hepatology at UC Davis. He says there's also a fear of Western medicine and a lack of dialogue that keeps the time bomb ticking until it's too late. He recalls the case of a 30-year-old Asian man about to become a father.
And I try to figure out how can I go out and tell this, beautiful young lady out there carrying this child and say to her that this baby would never see the father because the father is not going to live,
There is a treatment for hepatitis B and there's a vaccine. But you have to know that you're infected in order to treat it. Has your doctor ever asked you to be screened?
No, he's never asked.
You can find out with a simple blood test, but most insurance companies will not pay for the approximately $200 screening fee. And that's why Ma has been a catalyst in launching a screening campaign called Hep B Free, no cost to the patient.
Right now, Medi-Cal only covers individuals at the latest stage of liver cancer or liver disease, which is too late by that time.
Assemblywoman Ma is also trying to pass a bill that would have Medi-Cal pay for life-saving drugs for the chronically infected. The drugs can halt the virus, and it can prevent liver cancer and cirrhosis.
Now, this is the reporter involvement part of the story where I explain to you that me and all of my siblings were born with hepatitis B. I'm the only one who's chronically infected, but because I know my condition, I take this tiny little pill, which is probably saving my life.
During pregnancy, hepatitis B was passed down to me from my mother, whose 2 brothers died from liver cancer. She and her siblings contracted it from their mother in China, where the largest infected population is located. But by vaccinating my children, I ended one strand of the epidemic cycle. San Francisco has the highest rate of liver cancer in the entire country. But with Assemblywoman Ma's openness, she hopes more Asians break their silence, speak openly about it, and encourage others to screen themselves, eventually eradicating hepatitis B.
That is a cultural barrier that we need to break if we're actually going to eradicate this.
In San Francisco, Wong, ABC7 News.
Now, the largest single-day hepatitis B screening ever is this Saturday in San Francisco's Japantown. Screenings run from 11 in the morning until 5 p.m. You can find out what you need to do to get screened, as well as who the speakers will be there on Saturday by going to abc7news.com and looking under See It on TV.